wasn't supposed to open the door. But when you hear a voice that sounds exactly like your dead brother begging to be let in, what would you do?
Please, it's so cold out here. Just open the door.
That was the first mistake, because the thing outside, it wasn't my brother.
Why won't you let me in? Don't you miss me?
The voice was perfect, the way it cracked on the word miss, just like he used to. But my brother died 6 years ago, and whatever was outside knew it.
I can hear you breathing. I know you're right there.
My hand hovered over the lock. One twist, and I'd see him again. One twist, and I'd regret it forever.
Open the door. Open the door. Open the door.
Then, it stopped. Silence. Too quiet. That's when I heard the scratching. Not on the door. On the window.
He is lying to you.
A woman's voice, soft, close. But I live alone.
Your brother didn't die in a car crash. He screamed for hours before they let him go.
The scratching grew louder, like nails dragging down glass.
She's the liar. Let me in before she gets you first.
Too late. I'm already inside.
The temperature dropped. My breath fogged in the air. And then I felt fingers brush the back of my neck.
Found you.
I spun around. Nothing there. But the scratching, it wasn't just at the window anymore. It was in the walls.
They're coming, all of them, and they're hungry.
The lights flickered, shadows stretched too long, too wrong. And in the dark, something whispered.
We've been waiting for you.
The front door creaked open on its own. Wind howled through the house. But the worst part? The voices outside weren't just two anymore. They were dozens, all whispering the same thing.
Let us in.
Let us in.
But
And then, the first hand reached through the doorway.
You should have opened the door when I asked nicely.
The lights died. Complete darkness, the air smelled like rotting meat and wet earth.
Shh, don't scream. It only makes them excited.
Something wet dripped onto my shoulder. I didn't look up. I already knew what I'd see.
Look at me.
I didn't want to, but my head tilted up on its own.
You are.
His face was stretched too wide, smiling with too many teeth, and behind him, more figures. All watching, all waiting.
we've missed you.
The first hand wrapped around my ankle. Cold, unbreakable.
You're coming with us.
I kicked. I screamed. But the shadows just laughed.
No one can hear you. No one's coming.
The floorboards cracked open. Darkness poured out like water. And then...
Time to go home.
a hands pulled hard.
Stop fighting. It's easier if you just let go.
My fingers slipped. One last scream ripped from my throat.
Too late.
The darkness swallowed me whole. Cold. Silent. Endless.
Open your eyes.
I didn't want to, but I did. I was standing in my house again. Sunlight streamed through the windows. Birds chirped outside.
See, better already.
The voice came from behind me. I turned. My reflection in the mirror smiled back. But I wasn't smiling.
Don't worry. We'll take good care of it.
The reflection reached out. The glass rippled like water.
Your turn now.
The front door creaked open behind me. A familiar voice called from outside.
Hey, can you let me in? It's so cold out here.
Toward the door. My hand hovered over the knob.
Go on. You know how it feels to be left out in the cold.
The reflection in the mirror wasn't mine anymore. It was something else. Something hungry.
Let him in.
I turned the knob.
Thank you.
The figure stepped forward. Not my brother. Not anything human. Its smile split wider as it crossed the threshold. Behind it, the darkness stirred with movement.
Now we're all
The reflection in the mirror stepped out, its hollow eyes locking onto mine. The last thing I felt was its fingers closing around my wrist. Cold as a corpse, strong as a promise.
Don't worry, you won't be lonely anymore.
The door slammed shut behind us. Outside, the birds kept singing. The sun kept shining. And from inside the house, a new voice called out,
Hey, can you let me in?
but that's not my problem anymore. I shouldn't have opened the door, but when you hear a voice whispering your name from the other side, your exact voice, you don't think. You just open it.
Who the hell are you?
The man standing in my doorway was me. Same face, same clothes, even the same scar above his eyebrow. But his smile was all wrong.
I'm you, but better.
Then he lunged.
Get the hell out of my house.
I slammed the door. The lock clicked. But when I turned around, he was already inside.
You can't get rid of me. I'm everywhere you've ever been.
The lights flickered. The air turned cold. And then I saw them. Dozens of him. In the hallway, the kitchen, the stairs. All staring at me with that same twisted smile.
What do you want?
We want to be you. All of us.
The first one grabbed my arm. His fingers burned like ice.
Let go of me.
More hands reached out, pulling, tugging, dragging me into the dark.
Don't worry. You won't feel a thing.
And then the screaming started. But it wasn't mine.
Help me, please.
A woman's voice from upstairs. A voice I knew.
No, not her.
Too late. She's already one of us.
The door at the top of the stairs creaked open, and what stepped out wasn't her anymore.
Join us.
Her skin was peeling, her eyes were black, and she was smiling, just like the rest of them.
This isn't real?
Oh, it's real. And you're next.
The shadows moved, the house groaned, and then I realized I was never alone. They'd been here the whole time, watching, waiting.
We've always been here.
The walls started bleeding, the floor cracked open, and the thing that crawled out, it wasn't human.
When is that?
The real you.
It reached for me, and for the first time, I screamed.
Oh, stay back.
But it didn't listen. It never listens.
You can't run, you can't hide. We're already inside you.
My skin prickled. My breath turned ragged. And then I felt it. A cold, slithering pressure under my skin, like fingers pushing from the inside.
It's easier if you stop fighting.
The woman, or what used to be her, stepped closer. Her bones cracked as she moved, snapping into wrong angles.
What did you do to her?
The same thing we're going to do to you.
The lights died, the air thickened, and in the dark, I heard them. Whispers. Hundreds of them, all saying the same thing.
Let us in.
Let us in.
My reflection in the hallway mirror grinned at me, but I wasn't smiling.
This isn't happening.
The glass shattered. A hand shot out, grabbed my throat, dragged me forward.
You're ours now.
The world twisted, the house stretched, and suddenly I wasn't in my home anymore. I was somewhere else, somewhere dark, somewhere full of them.
Welcome home.
The shadows moved. The whispers grew louder, and then I saw them. Rows and rows of faces, all mine, all smiling.
No.
Yes?
The first cut didn't hurt, but the peeling did.
Don't worry. You'll like it here.
And as my skin split open, I finally understood.
Yeah, I was never real.
And no, but we are.
And then the screaming started again, but this time, it wasn't mine.
It's your turn now.
The door creaked open. A new voice called from the other side.
Help me, please.
And just like me, they opened the door.
Not the moment.
They always open the door.
The walls sighed, the floorboards creaked. And from the shadows, a new face emerged. Perfectly mirrored, perfectly wrong.
Who are you?
The thing smiled.
You.
And then the screaming began again. But no one was left to hear it.